Dave Popkin with second-year NJIT lacrosse coach Eric Wolf. Highlanders off to their best start in school history, and they've matched last year's win total already. It begs the question, how have you done it?
Yeah, I think hard work, and it probably starts with the 19 seniors that we have, and collectively, just as a group. I think just consistent work day after day, week after week, and rep and drills on top of each other. It adds up. So I think once you get the first one underneath your belt, a little momentum, a little bit more belief, and I do think continuity on the staff. All our guys are back, and we added Bobby Russo, and then like I mentioned before, the 19 seniors. It makes a pretty big difference when almost 50% of your team are seniors. So, a collective whole for sure.
What do you tell kids when you're out there on the recruiting trail, either for transfers or high school players, about why they should come and play for you at NJIT?
Fast, physical, and organized is kind of our, our calling card. It's a fun style of lacrosse to play, and the academics, the reputation that comes with this institution, it's second to none. It's a pretty good deal in terms of what you're getting in terms of bang for your buck. So, we're honest with the kids, and we give them good feedback, and we're positive with them. I'm not a condescending coach. I'm not a negative coach. We're going to hold them accountable. We're going to push them, and guys need pats on the back. We're going to be there for them. If they need to be called out and held accountable, we're going to do that as well. So, it's just a great deal, and we have a tremendous culture, and I think it starts with, for me, if I can hang my hat on anything, it's the kids that we have in this locker room. We just have tremendous student athletes, and we really believe in them.
On offense, who have been some of your stars so far?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't use the word stars for me. I think it's a collective whole. I certainly understand it, but for us, we work as a unit. And I think Shawnee Eccles doing a great job leading those guys, and but we share the ball. I think collectively we push in transition that starts in the net, that starts at the faceoff, getting the ball from D to O, and then into our 6-on-6 stuff and some of our substituting and that we mix in. So overall, I'm proud of all the boys, and our first line, our second line, and our third line, and our top three attackmen, and those guys pushing behind them. Collectively, they all do a really nice job.
Seems like your defense has been a strength so far this year. Who are a couple of your leaders back there?
Yeah, I mean, you got to start with Brownie in net. He's been tremendous, the all-time saves leader in program history. About a 5-year starter, is going to set every record that's ever stood here, and they're going to be up. Those records are going to stand until somebody younger goes and chases them down. And then obviously Hank and Teddy and Chucky down low, and all of our rope guys. Rope guys being D middies. We play a lot of people at the rope position, so almost 5 or 6 deep, and then 2 or 3 poles, and those close defensemen are there for 60 minutes. But overall, collectively as a unit, Coach Carney's done a tremendous job.
Tough stretch of schedule coming up. A lot of games in a rapid succession. How are you getting the guys ready for that?
Yeah, I think it's tough for our opponents because they have to play us. I mean, it's going to sound a little bit maybe borderline arrogant, but I really believe that. I've had many people, reach out to me this week. Tough stretch. That's what I believe. I believe it's tough for the opponents that have to play us because they have to play us. With all due respect to our opponents, we feel like we're a pretty tough out. So I don't view it as a tough stretch. I mean, what better way to play lacrosse? You get to play Sunday, you get to play Wednesday, you play Saturday. We're barely practicing. This is what kids live for. So, we're excited about the challenge that we face this week.
You've been in the Ivy League and other leagues as a head coach, as an assistant coach. How does America East stack up, and how does it look this year in particular, your competition?
Yeah, it's super competitive. It's always been that way, having played with it and having coached, played in it as a student athlete and then coached in it. From top to bottom, any team can beat you on any given week. So I think our conference holds up with the best in the country, and we love seeing our opponents do well. And then obviously we're not hoping for that on game day when we're playing them. But I think we have tremendous coaches throughout the league, and we all get along relatively well, which is I always think a good thing within the conference. But super competitive from top to bottom.
Well, Coach, we appreciate all the time. Congratulations on the good start and all the recruiting success, and wish you luck down the stretch here.
Thanks so much.
All right, that's Eric Wolf joining us here, the second-year head coach of NJIT Lacrosse.